What is going on, everybody? Today is December 30th, 2025. It's almost New Year's. It's New Year's Eve. That's kind of crazy, to be honest. So today I'm making this video because I want to talk about my goals for 2026. So, my goals for 2025, my main goal was 1,000,000 push-ups, and let's just say, I kind of got injured. Yeah, it did not happen. I pushed too hard, too fast. I got to 38,000 push-ups around somewhere in March. I don't know exactly where, but that's when I stopped counting. I got to like 10,000 like in January, 20,000 in January. January 21st is when I got to 20,000. So basically 1,000 every day. And by that point, like my tendons and my like outer chest, it's not on my shoulder, but it's like right on the chest, like this crease on both sides. It like every time I like pulled back, I would feel like a big flaring. And I thought I was getting close to tendonitis, but little did I know I actually like literally have it. I haven't like asked a doctor about it, but like I know I have it because like every time I could just do 10 push-ups today, and tomorrow I'm gonna like feel it in my tendons. And it's not just like muscle soreness, you go to the gym and you're doing whatever, but yeah, it's not just push-ups. It's basically any chest exercise, which if I do pec deck, bench press, anything, it's just, yeah, I'm cooked. So I did not do that, but other goals in 2025 that I did accomplish, I finished my 4th book, and I think that's about it. Actually, I don't really know what else. I didn't really set many other goals, I don't think. So, at least not that I remember. But my goals for 2026, so there's 3 categories that I want, but there's one overarching goal with all the categories. Well, actually, there's 4 categories. But there's one overarching goal, which is to just have fun and be fulfilled with each of these things. And if I'm not, like, acquiring fun or fulfillment, like, if I'm not achieving that, then I don't even need to worry about the other goal, like the separate goals. But the 4 things are writing, like just my books, carpentry, holy crap, calisthenics, and then geometry dash. So writing my books and stuff. So I am an author, and I finished my 4th book. I want to edit my 1st book next year. So starting January 1st, I purposely made myself wait till I touched my 1st book. So I finished my 4th book on October 2nd, and I purposely made myself wait like 3 months to do anything book related. So I haven't been in my world for like 3 months, and at first I was very anxious to get back, but now it's like I don't want to go back, but at the same time I do. So it's whatever. But I think I'm getting a little bit more motivated right now. So yeah, basically I'm gonna do like a second draft, a rewrite. My goal is to start that around my birthday, which is January 9th. So I'm gonna start that draft, the second draft, and then I'm gonna hopefully finish that second draft before April, so the end of March. And then April and May I want to get beta readers, preferably 5 beta readers or more, to read my book essentially and just kind of give me feedback on what I should keep, what I should change, what's good, and like in every single chapter, and just kind of like what made sense, what didn't, and not like what is bad in this sentence, but like the overarching like actual plot of the story and just the characters in general and stuff like that. And then during the summer, I'll do probably 2 more edits of the book, like a 3rd draft from what the beta reader said, and then another one just from like what else I think could be changed or something like that. And then maybe I won't do a 4th one. I don't know. And then I'll start querying literary agents. So basically, I want to get my books traditionally published. Self-published is like going on Amazon, but you got to do all this marketing, and it's you got to kind of be bigger on social media to actually get book sales. And let's be honest, I'm not big on social media, so yeah, I just don't want to do it. And I want to be in the bookstores, I want to have my name on the Barnes & Noble shelves and stuff. So I want to do traditionally publishing, and basically you have to contact a publishing house, but if you just like directly contact them, they're not gonna care. They're not gonna look at your email. It's probably going to their junk folder. Um, so you have to go to a literary agent first, and basically if the literary agent, and you can get rejected like a lot of times, like tens, if not, over 100 times, I'm pretty sure, some people, and it's obviously not very motivating, but it is what it is. You gotta get a literary agent, and then they like it, then they'll edit with you. So you gotta edit the book as well as you can before you contact them, and then essentially once you're kind of working with them, you're both kind of hoping, obviously, that when it does get to a publishing house, that it does do well. It's by chance. It's not it's not a guarantee that it's gonna do well, but it's hope based off like trends in the market and stuff like that. And so by fall or winter-ish next year is when I hope to start querying literary agents, and I don't know when I'll actually get one. I can't really determine that, but during when I query, that's probably when I'll start editing my second book, and that's gonna take a long time. So that's not gonna be done like by the end of the year. Probably it's gonna go into 2027. So I'm not worried about that. The next thing is carpentry. So carpentry, I want to be a carpenter, become one, and I want to hopefully get into an apprenticeship. I don't know if I am gonna go to a technical college or not. Exactly, I don't know yet. We'll see. I really don't know, but I want to. I feel like I could just become an apprentice and just like 4 years, work on the job, basically have a job, and just do that starting next summer. Hopefully, that would be my goal. I don't know, but yeah. So that was pretty quick. I'm not exactly sure how that will all go down. I need to look more into it and stuff like that. So day job, carpentry, and then writing on the side, and then all these other two things will be on the side. So calisthenics is my main like fitness thing that I want to do in my free time, and after I graduate I want to continue doing calisthenics and actually progress in it. So if you have been watching my YouTube shorts and also on Instagram and TikTok, I post daily LSIT videos. So I'm currently on day 33 today, and my goal is to get a 30-second LSIT with my legs completely straight. Obviously the form's not gonna be perfect by the last like 5 seconds when I'm shaking, but today I got 20 seconds. Yesterday I'm pretty sure I got 23. So yesterday was my best. My hip flexors have been the weak point, and they're very sore because I've been like training them a lot. So I think I need to take a rest day so that my muscles can recover, my hip flexors. But yeah, I want to do the 30-second LSIT, preferably around my birthday, January 9th. So not like, I don't want it to take months. Like, I don't want it to take that. It shouldn't take that long. I want to learn a 30-second handstand. I'm very excited for this because like when I learn a handstand, I'm gonna actually feel like a calisthenics athlete. Because like, I mean, an LSIT, it's cool and all, but like, a handstand, like you're upside down, like most people can't do a handstand for that long. They maybe can do it for 5, 6, 7 seconds, but they can't, do it for that long. So I want to learn a 30-second handstand, and then I also want to do by the end of the year, definitely not like just sometime during the year, I guess, 10 muscle ups in a row. The most pull-ups I've done is 20. So yeah, I can't really consistently do muscle ups yet, but eventually I plan on, doing muscle ups more consistently and start training them. After I'm done doing the daily LSIT stuff, I'll do like handstands. So this is day 1 of learning handstand, day 2, and etc. So yeah, and then probably after the handstands when I'll do muscle ups, and then I also want to heal my tendonitis from the push-ups earlier in 2025, and then depending on when that gets like healed, and if it actually is or does get healed by the end of 2026, or at least it's not like that bad, then I want to start working towards like a planche and a front lever. Front lever I probably can just work towards that because that's more pulling, not pushing. I can do pulling exercises, so probably maybe like a tuck a tuck front lever would be cool to maybe learn. I don't know. I don't know how much of a stretch that is. 1 year from now, I feel like I could, but it really depends. And then a tuck planche, I think I could do that. So I feel like a tuck planche is not that hard. I mean, it's hard, but not like that hard. I've done one. I mean, obviously with straight arms, it's gonna be harder. I can do it like with bent kind of arms, but yeah. And then I guess there's also running. I'm putting this kind of fitness in calisthenics. I want to do track, so I'm planning on hopefully running every single morning or just every single day in 2026. Maybe not every single day, but like most days I'm on it to wake up early and run at least a mile or something like that. So yeah, I'm going to do track, and my goal for the mile is under 6 minutes. My best right now is 6:43. So, got work to do, that's for sure. And I ran that like a couple months ago, so I definitely have some work to do with that. And then I don't know, outside just of that mile run, I maybe like another marathon, run a marathon, maybe probably in the summer. Either by myself or actually like sign up for one. I don't really care as long as I just run another one. I think that'd be kind of cool. And not where I just kind of like randomly run one where it's like I am dying, at the end of it, and like I can't run for a week after. Like I want to actually be able to like recover, maybe take like a rest day, and but the next day after that I can actually like do, something. So yeah, and then the last one is Geometry Dash. So for the past couple months since I finished my 4th book, I've been grinding Geometry Dash. I have my laptop right there. And I've been kind of grinding this game. I went from like 25,000 stars to 33,000 stars. I just got there today. I'm almost top 3,000 in the world, star grinding wise. And I hope to get to top 1,000 by the end of 2026. And then also beat Bloodbath. Will I beat Anderson, Star Pedal, Skull Tech Max, Sticks, whatever his name is. I don't know, Star Pedal. I just say Anderson. I don't know if I'll beat him, honestly. He got 71 on Bloodbath, like, just out of nowhere. I got 61, but I was, like, actually kind of playing. I mean, his was a fluke. Mine was kind of a fluke, but I was kind of getting consistent. So, I don't know if I'll beat him or not, but, I mean, it's not that big of a deal. I mean, I would obviously like to beat him, but if I don't, it's fine. I just want to beat Bloodbath in general. And then also, what was the third one? Get all of like the icons that I want. So like 10,000 moons is basically the hardest icon that I want to get. And if I don't get these 3, I'm not really that worried about it, because Geometry Dash is just supposed to be something for fun. The other 3 I'm taking a little bit more seriously. Geometry Dash, I just do it for fun, and obviously for the past couple months since I've literally forced myself not to worry about my books, not to do anything regarding them. I've just been playing the game. So yeah, and it's been fun, but I'm honestly kind of excited to start editing my first book. So yeah, and I think that's really it for my goals for 2026. There's other goals, like just kind of miscellaneous goals, like I want to meditate and journal every day, or most days. Like obviously if I miss like one day, it's not that big of a deal, but if I miss like a week in a row, then it's or a month, like yeah, that's kind of a big deal. And then I also want to try and not eat any chips. So the biggest chips that I eat is potato chips and then hot Cheetos. I'm gonna try and not eat any of that or candy. That's gonna be hard, because I'm very addicted to those things. But I can eat other junk food, just not those 2 things. Okay, yeah. I don't know how that's gonna go, but we'll see. And then other miscellaneous goals, probably read like 10 books. I mean, I don't know. I'm not really holding myself to that standard that much. I mean, I just want to read a little bit more than I do right now. I read like 3 books this year. Yeah, 3. Read The Life We Bury. I don't remember the author. I read that. That was an audiobook. Then I read David Goggins' Can't Hurt Me. That was my second time I read it. It was for composition class, because we had to like write a personal narrative thing. So we had to pick a biography, memoir, or autobiography. I picked that book. And then I read ACOTAR, and that took me like freaking 7 months to read, so. A Court of Thorn and Roses, ACOTAR. Yeah. And then other miscellaneous, I don't know any other miscellaneous goals that I have, to be honest. Stream a couple times in the year. I said I want, like a couple days ago, I said I wanted to stream like 100 times. That's probably not happening. Maybe like 30 times. I feel like that'd be kind of cool. And like over an hour, not just like 30 minutes or whatever for the stream. But yeah, so the first three, so like editing, carpentry, and then calisthenics, those I'm taking more seriously than like the geometry dash and miscellaneous. I'm not as worried about those, like really at all. Just to have fun and, you know, not want to kill myself. So yeah, and just hang out with people, socialize more. Since I finished my 4th book, I have been socializing a lot more, and it's very enjoyable. And honestly, when I graduate, I'm scared to lose some of these people that I talk to like every day, like from Nordic ski and just people at my school. Like I'm honestly very scared to like I don't know if I'll like meet up with people outside of school, or if I just kind of like talk to them online, like on Snapchat, and that's it, or if like I'll just fade away and they won't, like, we don't have streaks anymore on Snapchat, or like I don't know what's gonna happen after I graduate, like right after, and I'm scared. I mean, why wouldn't I be? I mean, I'm excited to stop being in school, but I'm also scared. And I mean, I think every living human being who graduated high school went through the same thing that I am going through, relatively speaking. So yeah, and I think that's it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And another goal I do have is to try to make these videos every single day again. I don't know, they're probably not going to be edited, and it's just going to be kind of like this, raw. I like doing this kind of videos. Like, I don't really want to sit down and have to edit the video that much. Like, if I had an editor, maybe I would, but, like, then I'd have to pay them, and I don't have, like, money, really, to do that. I mean, I have money, but, like, not to just, like, you know, eventually it would run out, so I don't have a job right now. And, yeah, so I want to do these videos, like, preferably every day. I think that'd be cool. I don't know if I'll do like the day count thing again, where this is day 1 of my self-improvement journey, this is day 67 of my self-improvement journey, or anything like that. But honestly, I don't really feel like I need to. I think just maybe saying like if I put in the title like the parentheses and then 1 out of 365, I think that would be pretty cool. And I want to kind of make vlogs, like daily vlogs, like just of my life. Not just of calisthenics, not just of writing, but of my life. And I want to try and grow authentically, not try and force myself to just box myself into one of these things and not post about any of the other things, or have to make another channel for these things. Obviously, I have my Geometry Dash channel, and I think that's fine. I think having the Geometry Dash channel as a separate one is fine, because that's more for fun and just stuff like that. And probably might post other gaming stuff on there even one day. But like the other stuff, like calisthenics, editing, just writing my books and stuff, I feel like those are more together, more interlocked than like Geometry Dash is. Geometry Dash is kind of like, I don't know, in my mind it's different. And yeah, so I want to try and make these videos every day. Again, I think that'd be fun. And a lot of them are probably going to be just me sitting, talking, doing this, but I want to make videos with other people, videos where I'm like doing other things than just sitting here. And I want to try and not make just the same video every single day, but at the same time, it's a whole year. There's going to be the same video, basically. It's going to be somewhat redundant, so yeah. But I think that's it for today, for this video. I probably won't upload tomorrow, so yeah, that's fine. But January 1st, I do plan on uploading. Not a clue what it'll be about. Probably editing. That's my guess. So yeah, I hope you guys have a great day and have a great rest of your 2025, because I probably won't see any of you again. I don't know if anybody's still watching. If you skip to the end, fuck you. Just joking. I love you. Have a great day, and don't forget to follow your dreams. Goodbye.